Hey, I'll be podcasting this entire book. Go ahead, subscribe to the Mr. Excel XL playlist. Learn Excel from Mr. Excel podcast, episode 1985. Compare sheets side by side. All right, so here's the deal. We have two different sheets in this workbook, January and February. January and February. I need to compare the two of them. I need to go back and forth. Well, first off, let's just use Control Page Down to go to the right or Control Page Up to go to the left. A couple of great shortcut keys there. That'll save you from using the mouse. But if I really need to be able to see these side by side and compare them row by row, a beautiful trick out here on the View tab. All right, so we're going to ultimately use View side by side and then Synchronous Scrolling. And I want to show you those while the screen's wide here because the screen's about to get less wide. First thing I'm going to do, I'm in podcast 1985. I'm going to do New Window. All right, which creates two windows, one called 1985:1 and one called 1985:2. Is this two different workbooks? No, it's two different, think of it as two different cameras looking at different sections of the workbook. So 1985:1, I can look at January, and in 1985:2, I can look at February. All right, now it's just a matter of arranging these. All right, so typically, I would always do arrange all and then vertical. That way I can see them side by side. Horizontal would be above and below. If you just do view side by side, it depends on the size of your screen whether you're going to get horizontal or vertical. The advantage, however, of doing view side by side is that it automatically turns on this one, which is called synchronous scrolling. And the advantage of that, all right, so first off, it's kind of amazing. Over here on the left-hand side, I have January. On the right-hand side, I have February, so I can see both sheets from the same workbook side by side. But as I start to scroll, all right, you see that they are both scrolling together, except one of them has freeze panes and the other one doesn't. Let's go here and freeze panes on both. All right, so now we're always seeing row 1, row 2. I start to scroll, I'm using the mouse. See, it's just a little bit out of sync. All right, so we turn off synchronous scrolling. We get it back into sync. Access Analytic on the top of both. Turn on synchronous scrolling, and now when I scroll, Arifali, Budget Wand, GL Wand, JE, something got out of sync there, but that's correct. It actually is out of sync. Someone added a row or deleted a row, all right? So I turn off the synchronous scrolling. I get it back into sync. So we'll put JEVS at the top of both, turn on synchronous scrolling. All right. So if you need to compare two sheets, now, yeah, should you be doing a VLOOKUP to compare these? Probably. But sometimes you just need to eyeball something, right? And this is a great way to do it. Now, the :2 version, all right? We have the :1 and :2. Again, it's not two workbooks. When we want to exit this mode, you click here, this X. I always thought this X was close workbook, but it's not. It's close window. So I have two windows open. I can close that one, and we go back to just the original view. Now, this is two sheets side by side. If you needed to look at two different workbooks side by side, you can skip that whole thing with the new window. You can just open them both, arrange all, or the new view side by side. Well, hey, it's Friday. That means for about half the world, it's payday. Great day to go shopping. If you're looking for something to buy, here's a subliminal suggestion. Recap of this episode. We talked about Control Page Down and Page Up to switch between sheets. Create a second window with the workbook using View New Window, and that creates a :2 version. We can either do View Arrange All Vertical or the View Side by Side. In order to have them scroll together, you have to choose side by side. Make sure synchronous scrolling is on. So January in one window, February in the other window. It's not a second workbook. It's just a second camera looking at the workbook. Hey, this tip sent in by Ann Walsh. Ann Walsh sent in the tip, and then later on, Ann went on to write this great beginner's book about Excel called Your Excel Survival Kit, a guide to surviving and thriving in an Excel world. If you know someone who's been thrown into a job where they're drowning in a sea of spreadsheets and they don't have the Excel skills, this great book by Ann will help them out. I want to thank Ann for this tip, and I want to thank you for stopping by. We'll see you next time for another netcast from Mr. Excel.